Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So Cardano is sitting at $2.39, but can we rocket higher and break the all-time high at just over $3? Let's take a look at the chart. So we're looking at the daily chart just here, and if we get rid of this ribbon, let's take a look at some of these key levels we're fighting at. So we've broken under the $2.42 mark I've had drawn here, which was a key resistance level, and now our next resistance level sits at this $2.26 mark in green here. So that's this one here. Okay, so that's your next level resistance. Now you can see this is a very strong resistance previously turned into support now. So you can see if you go back into May, this was a heavy level of resistance. We couldn't break it. We tried breaking it again in August, and then finally we broke through here on this big daily candle up. Okay, now since then we climbed higher and we've consolidated back down, and now we need to get that reversal back, and if hopefully this $2.26 level can hold for support for us to then head back higher to 290s and test the $3 mark again. Okay, now it may take a couple of attempts to break this $3 mark, but if we get a good healthy bounce from here, that's looking good. Now if we just bring back the EMA ribbon, you can see that on the daily chart, we are still bullish, right? We've not broken, we wick down below the ribbon here, but we've not clearly broken this and not had a close below this ribbon, which indicates from a technical perspective, we still remain bullish on the daily trend for Cardano, which is great. Now, if you look at the 200 EMA here, you can see that we have a clear gap, right? We have extended, if we zoom out, you can see we are quite extended from this EMA, so that's a good time for us to consolidate. If anybody's watched my videos, you know I'm not a fan. I mean, I like this sort of stuff. I like this sort of massive move, but then after every massive move, it's healthy and it's good to have a consolidation down, and that's why it's good that this is happening. Good opportunity to accumulate a little bit more before we get some momentum and bounce back higher. So this is exactly what you want to see. You want to see from a technical perspective, your favorite coins or stocks or anything else climbing slowly and building new supports as it goes along. Anything which rockets up really quickly can come down just as quickly. Okay, so price target for the near-term price target for Cardano is to get a good bounce around the $2.26 mark and head higher to $2.95, $2.95, and try break the $3 mark. Okay, if we can break that, we know we had a high on this candle of $3.16, but can we head even higher than that? There's no reason we can't. Now switching to the 4-hourly view, on the 4-hourly view you can see we've obviously flipped bullish. Bearish, sorry. You can see here on the 7th of September, we broke the ribbon. We've had that massive collapse down as the rest of the Bitcoin market collapsed. And we can see the same here, okay, breaking that. So you've seen we've broken it really on that 4-hourly candle, and then we've just given it back up down here. So we're just consolidating here under this level. You can see the 226 mark, which I said is the major resistance. We're hovering scarily close to it, but we just have to have faith that we can bounce back up off this level. History shows that we have been able to. We've bounced from that point a good few times. So let's hope we can do that again. Now we want to see this flip bearish, get above the EMA ribbon, and head higher to the $2 off the $2.26 and head higher to the $3 mark. Now obviously Cardano isn't completely decoupled from the wider crypto market, and it will move like this movement here and like this movement here with the wider Bitcoin market. So let's take a look at the wider market. We can see on the 4-hourly chart, Bitcoin is starting to pick up from a dominance point of view. You've seen Bitcoin dominance go up, and that's partly because Bitcoin is now moving on its own. It just had a good move over the last 5 to 6 4-hourly candles here. We can see it's just flipped from bearish, which is we're still in this point with Cardano, but it's managed to really push through the EMA ribbon, and hopefully that can hold and head higher to the next resistance level at 47,850. Okay, so we need to push and hold above 47,850 and to get before we can even think about getting back to the $50,000 mark. And we went through all of this as we were building momentum here. We were going through this all patiently. You can see we had the W shape here. We broke out high, and then boom, whatever happened, triggered all the liquidations, and now we need to rebuild and repeat this process here. Okay, so you just need to rebuild, get above the 47,850 mark, and consolidate and build a little bit higher before we can get higher. Now if we see this continued strength in Bitcoin, no doubt Ethereum will follow. Similarly, as you can see, Ethereum's just slightly behind Bitcoin. It's trying to flip. Bullish here on the EMA ribbon. Hasn't managed just yet. Well, it's kind of getting there. It's just bouncing off there. But you can see Bitcoin's clearly broken through its EMA ribbon. Okay, so we want to see that with Ethereum, and then hopefully you can see ADA is a step behind that. We've not flipped. We've not tried to cross the ribbon just yet, so we've got some work to do on ADA. But hopefully if Bitcoin continue to show that strength, if we can get through 47,850, very important level, then hopefully that can push the market higher. We had the successful launch of the Alonzo Smart Network for smart contracts, the upgrade, which is fantastic for Cardano. Obviously, you're going to have the trader movement. We covered this on another video. There's a whole bunch of traders who will buy the rumor in the lead up to any major event or calendar event. I mean, they literally trade like that. They'll look at the calendar, they'll see what's coming up that could be a positive catalyst for a crypto coin or a stock, and they'll buy in the build up, hoping that people then, when the thing is announced, will then suddenly flock in and they can quickly sell and dump at the top. Okay, but as we know, with any good smart contract forking or upgrade, no news is good news. And in this case, Cardano hasn't had any major news saying that the platform doesn't work. There was a little bit of FUD going around, but it seems to have been going smoothly. I think we've had already over, what did I read? I can't remember. Well over 100 smart contracts being built on the platform. So it's being used, it's being debugged. Developers are starting to use the platform. And this is what Charles Hodgkinson wants. He wants people to use the platform, wants app makers to start using the system, so then we can find the bugs, fix them, iterate the product, and do things from bottoms up. And that's what ADA has been really good at. I mean, I have Bitcoin, I have Ethereum in the portfolio, I have Solana in the portfolio. These are platforms which want to move a lot quicker, break things and try to resolve them. You can see from Cardano, they take a very peer-reviewed, systematic, academic approach to building their coin. And I think from a fundamental point of view, that is a good indicator for you to look at to build your conviction around Cardano, because Alonzo was 6 years in the making, 100 peer reviews. So it's not something that just spun up overnight because everybody wants smart contracts. Charles Hodgkinson could have done that ages ago if he just wanted the price to tank up. He could have, when Ethereum was pushing on smart contracts and becoming the market leader, he could have done that. But he's going for a longevity point of view, building a system that can last. And I think that's admirable. It's one of the reasons that I'm a big fan of ADA. It's definitely brings something different to the market. In a market where you have a lot of people after a quick buck and building platforms quickly and then doing rug pulls, it's good to see something like ADA giving you the benchmark, giving you, the academic, fully vetted, peer-reviewed way of building a blockchain, doing everything the correct way. Not necessarily that it's going to be the right way, but it's good to benchmark that and to see what does that look like, how long does that take. I mean, we know this from the equity world. A company which just does everything by the book and does it, the academic way isn't necessarily the fastest growing company. Sometimes you see companies like Facebook who move fast and break things famously, who build big market caps fast. But you can also see there are companies like Amazon which take things slow, take long to become profitable, that in the long run do see amazing growth. And I think that's the kind of difference you're seeing here. It's not that Facebook is good and Amazon is bad, or Amazon is good and Facebook is bad. We need to build portfolios and understand what are these different types of coins. What are the pros? What are the cons? Ethereum's going to move fast and take market share, and ADA's going to do things a bit more slow and methodical. But either way, they're both still great projects. And I think Cardano definitely can get to the $8 mark over by the end of the year. I wouldn't be surprised if we got to the $8 mark. We know we're heading into the last quarter of the 4-year cycle. So there's no reason if Bitcoin and Ethereum didn't have an explosive run, that Cardano can't move to. It's not had an explosive run for a long time. It's kind of grown steadily, to be honest. So it's not had a massive run. I mean, not even like the Solana run, which we saw. We've not had something like that just yet. So definitely a lot of legs in Solana. Cardano and Solana. We'll make a separate video on Solana. I'm still a big fan of all of these. Like I said, level ones are just hot right now. So any level one which is building platforms, allowing DApp to come on and build great use cases, they're going to be hot in the market right now. So there's a Cardano update, guys. We're at a critical level at the $2.26 mark. We've got to hold this level so then we can push back higher to the $3 mark. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please don't forget to comment and subscribe. Hit a like on the video as well. Who's going to do all three? Maybe nobody. And then we'll see you on the next one.